Hogwash. Hogwash, I tell you. Man, I don't know. I just wanted to start it off like that. But yeah, that game definitely was hogwash. um, nah, man. Obviously, pregame video. I didn't know, you know, that we wouldn't have our regular team, but I mean, like Coach said, there ain't no excuses, so I'm not about to make one. I'm gonna just tell you what I seen, what I think I should have felt, or what I felt should have happened, and everything like that. Fucking first and foremost, like our team missing kicks is just not a it's not a good way to build confidence. Make you feel like you gotta work extra hard. Make you feel like you gotta do a little bit more than what it is, and even though it was only just 1 point, I mean, there was a couple field goals, but I mean, I almost thought the Hammer was gonna make that, but obviously he's a kicker, and it looked like he was going. I thought he was gonna make it, but he didn't make it. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, I think that's just number one. When you start to see things like that. Um, yeah, the defense plays solid throughout most of the game. Obviously, not solid enough to still allow as many points as they got scored, even though this is a scoring lead. I mean, but give credits to the Jets, and big shout outs to Mekhi Becton because I mean, in the left side of the line after all that, I don't know who the left guard was. I only know Mekhi Becton because his name is we almost talked about drafting him, and I know I said I didn't want him, but and I mean I still didn't think he would be a fit for us. He's just way too big as far as a left tackle goes. I think he's like what 6'8". Like I said, Baker only being, I mean I know he played with what's his name, Greg Robinson, and he was pretty tall, and then the other dude that we used to have number 69. Um, oh man, what was I think his last name was Williams or something like that, and he was pretty tall, but I mean they didn't even last. Not that I'm not satisfied with Jed. I think Jed was a better pick for us, but nonetheless, I know I was pretty hard on Bakai Becton. I think it's good when I get proved wrong like that. I definitely want to see people succeed more than I don't want to just sit up here and think the worst. Not that I thought he was worse. I just didn't think I thought he would be another Greg Robinson for us. But I mean, he's making a name for himself in the NFL, and that motherfucker is huge and massive. So shout out to him. Sam Darnold, he played a heck game. I ain't gonna say he necessarily outplayed us as far as quarterback position, but he was efficient and he did what he needed to do as far as bringing his team a win. Definitely an upset, man. I mean, it was funny because it was like in my pregame video, I was talking about how we didn't have those normal Brown emotions as far as a game, and it was like for this game, they just was like, "We got you," you know. We gonna make sure y'all blood pressure get upset and everything, and my family. They, like I said, it's people that want to watch the game. You got, you know, like my mother, for instance. She's like, "All right, I gotta go now. I can't watch this. I can't get my blood pressure up. I can't do that right now." And I'm like, "Nah, wait, because I want you to be there for the whole comeback. Like I want you to see the whole thing, because I'm determined. I'm like, man, we coming back. Like we not about to lose this game." And shit, man, my bad, y'all. Um, we not about to lose this game. So then I'm like, yeah, it's a moment. It's about to happen, and it never really kind of happened for us. They like I said, when we missed that, I think it was the extra point. It would have made it to 3, but that's not the biggest thing because we end up scoring a touchdown anyway. Um, I just Well, for one, let me give some shout outs before I forget about them while they in my head. Shout outs to Dearness Johnson. I know he didn't have like a big stat line, but as far as recovery team, he didn't muck anything up, caught everything, fair catch the right way, everything. So big ups on him on that, you know what I mean? And big ups for number 84. I think his name is Jamarcus Bradley. I just know the last name for sure because I mean he made a lot of good catches. On I think his very first game in the NFL. So big kudos and shout outs to him for playing as well as he did. I mean, you could also say that there was a few penalties that we should have had, but there was some that I feel like was kind of given to us too, and I mean that's the difference as far as what we are as a team, I think. But overall, as far as the game goes, I don't understand at any point why we didn't run more. Like I'm okay with passing a little bit, but it was like we was trying to throw to win the game and stuff, and it's like I get, you know what I mean, that I don't get it. I'll tell you that. I don't get it at all because it was like in the fourth quarter and it was like between we only had like 15 maybe 13 carries or third in the third quarter maybe 13 15 carries, and that's as a unit, as a running game unit, not just one player but just 15 carries in general. And I mean I get it that they were trying to stop. But I mean, you keep giving our run game the ball, especially our two backs. One of them gonna pop off for something big. I mean, that's just the way it go. But I get it. I don't get it. I don't know why I keep saying that. I keep trying to. The only thing I can try to say is that because these receivers were so fresh, maybe, just maybe, our coaching staff was a little afraid as far as how they would hold up their blocks. That's the only thing, because I know that the Jets was dedicated on stopping the run, so maybe they was going to bring the corners in more and have the corners play very aggressive, and just maybe they were afraid on how the receivers would maintain their blocks. Rather, they would prefer for them to focus on route running. Um, And that's the only thing I could think of as far as like why we didn't run the ball like we did, because or like we should have, as a matter of fact. It's just it's hard to see stuff like that. It's hard to understand, especially in a game like that. Like it almost seemed, if you will, like rigged, like it was for the bets. Like that's what goes in your mind. Like they only doing this so that motherfuckers could get money or whatever. And I don't like to think that. I I do believe that we did lose, like fair and square, but it was just when you see stuff like that, like we would lose to the team in only one game, you know, like out of the whole season they only won one game and now they got two on us. Like it makes you question it, man. And like there's no excuses. I don't care. I'm not about to give any to us. Our defense played well at times. There was a lot of good open field tackles um, by our secondary. Um, the secondary played their ass off. So did the defensive line. Um, you know, Taki got hurt. I don't know what was gonna happen with that. Um, it's we not in a good position. We would have been in a good position had we had won this game. I guess I kept trying to be positive about everything, but it's really kind of hard for me too because Now we on to the Steelers, and they just won their game. They feeling themselves. They may or may play their first team players. I doubt Ben's gonna play because he's just old. But so it's like even if we win that game, it's like it's like having, you know what I'm saying? It's like having a sundae without having like the whipped cream and the nuts on there. You know what I'm saying? It's it's good, but it ain't like damn. You know what I'm saying? It ain't one of those. So I mean, we gonna play like a. I mean, maybe they will play him. I don't know yet, and it's kind of hard to make predictions at this point because it's just with everything that's going on. But as a team, as an overall unit, I mean, yeah, we definitely. Like I said, the only thing I could think of is that they didn't trust the receivers, the outside blocking, holding up their blocks. But fuck, run the ball anyway. I don't know. I'm not a coach, I guess, so I really can't make these decisions. All I could say is that we we didn't look like us. And for everything, I mean, I get it, it's towards the end of the season, but shit, the Ravens and everybody else get fucking rescheduled games over rescheduled games, but we had to play ours, you know, and that's the fucking crazy part about it. Like that's what would make you kind of feel like, you know, something ain't right. You know what I mean? Like, how does a bunch of receivers get pulled away for a linebacker? And it's just like they shouldn't be in the same room, but maybe they got it set up some type of way. But don't try to explain it to me, cause in reality, I'm gonna just look at you like this. Okay, and then yeah, so it's just I don't know, man. I don't want to be ignorant on here right now. I'm disappointed, but I'm just happy to. I'm just enjoying that the season. We at this point in the season, but I'm just enjoying the season for what it is because we only got one game left. Hopefully, we make the playoffs. If not, it was still a good season. You know, we hadn't won as many games since I became a fan. It would have been nice, like I said, to overachieve that, but you don't win them all. You know, we didn't play our best ball, and that's that. Bounce back, focus on the Steelers, and just go for there. Allow everybody else to say what they want to say. But the Cleveland Browns, I mean, I know I ain't on the team, but the Browns, we need this win. We need to get back focused. Team needs to get back focused and go out there and play like this game is they last. Allen Iverson shit. You feel me? Play every game like it's your last. The realest is a Browns fan sign out. Peace.